Look at that. Brother R.A. on the air, on time, 5:30 and 26 seconds, 27, 28. So, what will Brother R.A. do? Oh, that's what we want to discuss. When you're on my site, and if you miss me, if you missed yesterday's show or whatever, now you see there's some links here that are dealing with Real Universal Talk. That was the name of my show way back in the day. But you want to hit the more recent archives, you can hit on the radio, even though it says television there. And there I was. Was that yesterday, 2 weeks ago? That's the 28th. There's the 27th. So there I am on air there. And let's go to, oh yeah, let's show you this too. On CCTV, just so that you know how to get a hold of Brother R.A. and reach or hold me and see me, not doing nonsense. Now, you see how I came down, and all you gotta do, I'm gonna have a little bit of echo, it's gonna come back, I have to change it, but you click on channel 9, streaming now live, boom. And you see it come up, and you'll hear me go, boom, streaming now live, boom. And you see it come up, and you'll hear me go, boom, streaming now live. Okay, let's stop that. Okay, so that's that. And so there's Brother R.A. Now, let's see if we can show you how to retrieve the archives. So it's CCTV, Cambridge. .org, boom, that comes up, and then you put in, after the org, you put in /episodes, and /go. Bring that up, and now you look for, let's see, yesterday's show. Today is the 4th, so yesterday was the 3rd, and my time slot is noon till 2. So you want to find Wednesday. As you can see, they're not in order. There's Wednesday, 12 p.m. on the 3rd. You click on that. I come up. This is yesterday's show. And you have 7 days. So as I was saying, you have 7 days to either watch or download this particular show. Okay? Let's give Stevie some airtime. To say, if I could sing, I'd be dangerous. To say I love you. my tooth in. That's why I was showing off my teeth. As you can see, thank you, Stevie Wonder. Okay, so you can go online and watch that yesterday show, but this is today's show. So, wow, this shirt is really, but Brothers on the Bluff, yeah, hanging out on Martha's Vineyard. Can y'all see that? Biking and all that. Back then, Brother R.A. Kim, he's a walker now. Let's see, how many digits did I put on my cell phone today? You know, oh, I turned it off, that's right, because I didn't want to ring it. That's good, I won't fart around with that. So, Brother R.A. is distraught, always distraught about the condition of black people. Do we recognize our issues? Do we recognize that yeah, we get a lot of problems as black folks. I'll just go right into it today. Oh, do I have my dial? I need my dial to keep me calm, and the dial always helps me have the proper mind frame. But let me share this. Does that image mean anything to you? Miseducation of the Negro. Carter G. Woodson. 1875 to 1950. I gauge everything off of Mummy's birthday. So, Mummy was born in 1940, and he died in 1950. So my mummy was only 10 years old when this man was putting out this kind of information. But here, let me read this from you, from the back of his book to you. When you control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. You do not have to tell him not to stand here or go yonder. He will find his proper place and will stay in it. You do not need to send him to the back door. He will go without being told. In fact, if there is no back door, he will cut one for his special benefit. His education makes it necessary. History shows that it does not matter who is in power. Those who have not learned to do for themselves and have to depend solely on others never obtain any more rights or privileges in the end than they had in the beginning. Dealing with children, did you learn anything new today? No. Every day should be a learning day. Every day should be a day where a child or a student younger than 18 learns something. Learn something about their culture, learn something about being black, learn something about being positive, learn something about being spiritual, learn something. So, let's see where my chi takes me today. Open up the dial. Farewell. F-A-R-E, well, farewell. We part at the crossroads. You leave with your joys and problems. I with mine. Alone, I look down the road. Each one must walk his own path. Is that appropriate for where my head's at today? People's paths come together, all too briefly when sharing friendship. But that makes those times no less valuable. We must take advantage of support and sharing in a mutually beneficial way. Whenever we take from another, we should try to give back something. This is fundamental. No one should lean on another person or expect another to carry them a long distance down the road. Friends should walk side by side for as long as their journey carries them, without becoming dependent on one another. There should be no obligation. If I can help someone do something, then I should do so without any hesitation or expectation of a reward or debt. If there is something that I need to learn and my companion can show it to me, then I should accept it in humility. No one owns knowledge. It should be freely shared. Parting is inherent in all meeting. Nothing lasts forever. Transient is what gives life poignancy. Every person is responsible for himself or herself. There is no road to walk but your own. How long have we allowed ourselves to be miseducated, sending our kids to school when we should be teaching them at home as melanin-dominant black parents with a liquid fluid pineal gland? But we continue to send our kids to public school education and expect that system to teach our children to be leaders. Let's continue to the next page in the dial. 365 dial. Homecoming. Oh, that was farewell, was page 98. My chi and my energy led me to that after talking about the miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson. And across from farewell on page 99 is homecoming. Where was Tao while I was gone? Wasn't I following it where I went? Do you think that there are two? After traveling a while, we come home to a familiar place. Only we often look at it in a new light. Were things different while we were here? We experienced so many new and different things while we were gone. Wasn't that Tao too? How can there be so many differences? You might argue that a mountain is a mountain, but our attitudes towards it are changeable. If we mistake our subjective viewpoints as something that is solid, permanent, and never relative to circumstances, then we will have no end to our problems. However, if we always remember that everything is comparative, then we can move through life in a much more dynamic way. There are not two ways, there is only one. It is so vast that we can experience widely diverging aspects of it and imagine that we are in different realities. This is a misconception. We cannot outrun Tao, cannot be outside of it. It is only our viewpoints that change to the degree that we think we are in differing dimensions. In the river of Tao, we are like minions. We are like minnows. Let's see, M-I-N-N-O-W-S. M-I-N. Minnows. Can I pronounce that right? Let's read that sentence again. It is only our viewpoints that change to the degree that we think we are in differing dimensions. In a river of Tao, we are like minnows that never plump the length and the breadth of the water. In the river of Tao, we are like minnows that can never pump the length and breadth of the water. Homecoming. Daily meditations. Are we growing? Are we evolving? The failure to learn to make a living. The greatest indictment of such education as Negroes have received, however, is that they have thereby learned little as to making a living, the first essential in civilization. Rural Negroes have always known something about agriculture, and in a country where land is abundant, they have been able to make some sort of a living on the soil, even though they have not always employed scientific methods of farming. In industry where the competition is keener, however, what the Negro has learned in school has had little bearing on the situation, as pointed out above. In business, the role of education is a factor, and the uplift of the Negro has been still less significant. The Negroes of today are unable to employ one another, and the whites are inclined to call the Negroes only when workers of their own race have been taken care of. For the solution of this problem, the miseducated Negro has offered no remedy whatsoever. Did I just talk about leaning? And so, do black folks just lean on this particular society? I can't open my Facebook page. I get too many damn passwords. I can't remember one password to the next password. But yesterday I showed was like 55% of the circle is for military, and I think, what was it, 3 or 4% is for health and welfare, something like that, and that is the reason for the budget deficit. What do you think of that? So, white folks still at saying we need to provide for ourselves. I'm saying we need to stop trading dead slaveholders. Stop leaning on this government so much. It's not February 8th yet. After February 8th, I can open up the phone lines and have a discussion with you. Yeah, I'd like to make this Q&A so folks can pick my brain about my particular thoughts. And yeah, share my particular thoughts on what we as a black culture can do for ourselves. I think trading dead slaveholders is an issue. We as black folks honoring and upholding dead Benjamin Franklins. And I read yesterday who Ben Franklin was, a Boston individual, and he's on the $100 bill, and he's the one who says, why bring them niggas here? Let's keep this land for ourselves. You know? So now that I turn my phone back on, let's see if I can get into my Facebook account and show you what I'm looking for here. Okay. And, oh, that's right, too. That's what that password is. Oops, I can't do that now. I entered it too many times, so let's just delete that. And try it again this way. Facebook login, and login, and boom, boom, boom. Yeah, be patient. I'm coming at you. So let's go to the computer. Being intimate isn't always about sex. Sometimes the best intimacy is laughing and enjoying each other's company. I like that thought. Now, can I get down? The biggest genocide in human history didn't occur in Nazi Germany, but on American soil. 100 million Native Americans were slaughtered by the U.S. government. Let's get to the circle thing real quick if I can, before y'all leave me out here. Oh, love this art. Like that art there? That's beautiful. Here we go. Food and agriculture. Notice this little, right here? This little slot here is food and agriculture. All this is military spending, but this little sliver right here, food and agriculture, is causing the national debt. So, who are we on welfare, taking governmental money? Oh, that's right, we're the threat against the United States government, because melanin-dominant people, if they were to copulate with everyone white, there'd be no more white people, and white boys in a position of power don't like that. So we as black men have to be proactive and think more about, hey, what can we do to provide for ourselves and provide for our families? Families, what can we do to save the world from mayhem and mishap? Thank you for watching, Brother R.A. This was a quick 27 minutes with my long pauses and so on and so forth.